Hello again my viewer base. Today, we'll be reviewing the 7th episode of the first internet season of Happy Tree Friends, Nuttin Wrong with Candy. First of all, 10 out of 10 title. This episode released on the date of January 2001. However, its official YouTube release is March 14, 2008. As with the previous episode, Nuttin Wrong with Candy introduces another fan favorite, Nutty. Nutty is a lime green squirrel with candy stuck on his fur and mismatched eyes. He's a hyperactive scamp who loves candy. This episode was directed by Rode Montijo and written by him and Ken Navarro. This episode begins with Nutty biting the lollipop off his head in one voracious bite, triggering a frenzy of hyperactivity that shakes the candies loose, leaving him crestfallen. One thing of note is that you'll notice that Nutty's placement of his lollipops are radically different from how they are arranged in every other episode moving forward. He has a plain swirly on his forehead and his candy cane is placed on his left cheek. In comparison, Nutty's current design has the candy apple at the top, with the candy cane on his chest and the swirly located on one of his cheeks. Getting back on track, Nutty spots a nearby vending machine stocked with tantalizing treats. He rummages through his pocket and inserts a coin. The selected candy bar inches forward but gets stuck, igniting Nutty's rage. In a fit, he thrusts his arm into the slot, only to have it gruesomely torn off. Undeterred, he leaps at the machine, rocking it until it topples forward, crushing him beneath its weight. Trapped and dazed with glass shards embedded in his face, Nutty momentarily savors a candy bar that ends up in his mouth, until the machine's coils activate, spiraling toward him and ripping him apart in an off-screen bloodbath, with crimson ooze seeping out alongside scattered bars. The episode closes on the moral, wash behind your ears, which has absolutely nothing to do with the episode, but whatever. Some facts I find interesting about this episode is that A. This is the first episode where only one character appears. It explains why this episode feels a lot more quieter than usual. B. Nutty copies Handy's trademark scowl in this episode. This is actually a running gag in the series, although we'll get to the later examples down the line. C. The crew decide to draw Nutty with an actual butt, I don't know why, but they did. In terms of the storyboard, most of the differences amounts to slight changes in POV shots, as well as a few close-ups. Something more interesting to point out is that the storyboard had Nutty sadly knocking on the glass on the vending machine, whereas the final episode uses the Handy scowl in place of it. If you ask me, part of me prefers the storyboard version, as it's a bit more cute. There's also this crazy shot of Nutty with a crazy expression and claws. This episode is yet another shorty. Admittedly, I'm a bit biased towards it, since it stars Nutty, one of my favorite characters. It's also way more relatable, since it deals with candy getting stuck in a vending machine. For me, both of these aspects increases the value of this episode. I give this 5 complete candy apples. Yes, we have our first banger. If you enjoy this review, feel free to drop a like and subscribe to the channel, the next episode is coming soon.